Hello and welcome to Volume 3 of the Empower Report. My name is Jason Finucan and I founded Empower Professional Services in early 2015 to provide solutions for corporations and schools as they work to overcome stigma and reduce the impact of mental illness. The Empower Report is my weekly video blog, which will be available on social media and my website at www.empowerproservices.com. This week, I would like to share with you the one mental illness management strategy that every company needs to be doing, but very few are. Awareness of mental illness is, in general, improving. Many companies and organizations are, in fact, recognizing the negative impact and prevalence of mental illness, and understand it is a very real challenge that is costing billions in lost productivity every single year. Some companies have already implemented advanced employee assistance programs, or EAPs, to better support those who suffer from a mental illness. And others are even more advanced in their effort to tackle this challenge head-on, having established company-wide awareness programs, similar to Bell's Let's Talk campaign, which took place this week, or the Canadian Mental Health Association's Mental Health Week. Very few companies, however, are effectively tackling the root cause of all the negative impacts of mental illness: stigma. Of the select few who are trying to reduce stigma through extensive educational programs and awareness campaigns, almost none are getting to the very core of what actually causes stigma in the minds of their employees. Until that is done, all other strategies will be virtually neutered, and at the very least will have a drastically reduced impact. The only way to break down the barriers of stigma is to take an approach born of a deep understanding of what stigma is in the first place. Let's think about the following two questions. Why do otherwise educated, empathetic, and kind people allow stigma and negative thoughts towards mental illness guide how they think and then act towards their colleagues who suffer? Why would someone who instinctively shows support to a colleague stricken with cancer shy away from another colleague battling clinical depression? The answer is a lack of knowledge and understanding, and that leads to fear. Fear is a powerful human emotion that can alter our behavior dramatically. In the example above, the person showing empathy towards the colleague with cancer understands that illness and knows how to address it socially. Although challenging, this is a landscape that they understand and therefore don't fear. The understanding of clinical depression, however, is far less. And navigating the social experience of interacting with the colleague suffering creates far more discomfort and fear. This fear, in turn, leads to opinions based on stigma and actions fueled by discrimination. The challenge facing employers is to not only educate their employees about mental illness and stigma, but to do so in a way that will actually change their very personal, deep-seated, and long-held beliefs regarding this complex topic. Often, education and awareness programs are approached from a clinical point of view, with a medical professional delivering factual content. However, this tends not to resonate or have any lasting impact on the mindset of most employees. In my extensive experience delivering seminars, keynote speeches, and lectures on overcoming stigma and reducing the impact of mental illness, I have observed that people respond much more and are in fact inspired to make real changes in their thinking when the information is delivered by someone with the following qualities. They are able to speak from personal experience with mental illness. They are able to articulate how stigma is perceived and experienced on the receiving end. They have experienced a major physical and mental illness in order to compare the two. They are capable of expert storytelling that will engage, educate, and inspire audiences. And finally, they are a professional speaker who are able to deliver high-quality content. If your company's educational and awareness programs regarding mental illness and stigma do not include at least a component delivered by a professional with the qualities and capabilities listed above, you will not reach maximum potential impact. If you would like to know more about how I can offer these services and create real, lasting impact on your employees' understanding of mental illness and stigma, visit my website at www.empowerproservices.com. That's all for this edition of the Empower Report. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for future editions of this video blog, as well as new written blogs. And I invite you to follow me on social media, where I can be found on Twitter with the handle @FinucanJason, and on YouTube, Google+, LinkedIn, and Facebook by searching for Jason Finucan. Thank you again, and be well.